Hey guys, what is up? It is a Fast Break Report here, trying for a second time to record this video because my fucking phone keeps ringing from spam calls. But I wanted to talk about Paolo Banchero and his performance he put on last night because it was number one pick worthy. I'm gonna be honest, after seeing last night versus, Jabari Smith's debut and Paolo Banchero's debut, Paolo Banchero was clearly the right pick. And it's nice to see that Orlando didn't give in to peer pressure, because even I had Orlando taking Jabari Smith Jr. at number one, right? And they took Paolo Banchero, and it looks like they got it right, because my man put up 27 points last night, had 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. He shot 63.6% from the field, I think, and he shot like 71.3% from the free throw line. And early on, he just came out on all cylinders, man. Paolo Banchero came out early on, scored 6 of Orlando's first 8 points, and all night it just looked like the Pistons had no answers for Paolo Banchero. Now, I will say this, I knew Paolo Banchero was good, but I didn't know he was this good at finishing around the basket. All game, it just seemed like they had no answers for him inside. Early on, he had a very nice turnaround post hook over Jaden Ivey. We saw a little bit of a post game from Paolo Banchero. We did see like 1 or 2 mid-range jumpers. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we didn't see any 3-pointers, and I was hoping to see him shoot a 3. But the off-ball movement looked good. He was getting to his spots. Like, he just looks very comfortable. He looks very NBA ready. Now, I know that Keegan Murray was touted as the most NBA ready player in this draft, but it kind of looks like Paolo Banchero might be. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not, they're definitely very close. These are two guys that it seems like the NBA game is just going to come naturally for them. And Paolo Banchero he finishes so well around the basket that it's actually kind of like awe-inspiring. It's kind of like I remember watching him come down the floor last night. He had one play where he hit a teardrop, and it was a right-handed teardrop, and I was just like, man, like, he's got such good touch around the basket and stuff. I'm just like, how could you not like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets around the basket, and he knows what he's doing, man. And it just seemed like last night Detroit had no answers for him. I mean, in the fourth quarter, he put Corey Joseph on a poster. I mean, it was easily one of the best poster dunks I had seen since the Anthony Edwards poster off the baseline a couple of years ago. It was like a year or two ago against the one guy on the Toronto Raptors, their center, who's not even on the team anymore, some Asian guy, I think, or whatever, but Chinese player, I don't know. But all I know is this was like the best poster dunk I had seen in a while. And I just think to myself, man, like, if this is what the Orlando Magic got themselves into, I'm just like, they better hurry up and put something great around Cole Anthony and Paolo Banchero. Now, Jalen Suggs looked very good last night. I just want to say that. Jalen Suggs looked really, really good. He looked way more confident than he'd ever has before. I mean, like, last year, when I watched Jalen Suggs play, I was kind of like, this is who Orlando took. You know what I'm saying? Like, they maybe need to reevaluate their scouting department. That's what I was thinking last year. This year, he looked so much better. He looked a lot more comfortable last night. I think Jalen Suggs, had like 21 points. I'm curious now. I kind of want to look at this. The Orlando Magic, yeah, he had 21 points on 8 of 11 from the field. I mean, Jalen Suggs played very well last night. And if they can continue to build on this, they're going to be a good team. Now, if Orlando can get rid of like Jonathan Isaac and I don't know, they have like what feels like a log jam in their front court. I mean, they got Franz Wagner, they've got, Bol, they've got Wendell Carter Jr., they have, what's the other guy's name, Mo Bamba. Like, they have at least 4 or 5 big men on that roster that are just, Jonathan Isaac is even pretty big, and Jonathan Isaac's one of those guys that I could just see getting traded at the deadline, or I just have a feeling Orlando's going to look to move Jonathan Isaac at some point. He's just an injury-prone player. He's very good, but he's very injury prone. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what Orlando's future plans are, but if I were Orlando, this upcoming offseason, I'm putting stuff around Paolo Banchero and maybe Cole Anthony. I don't know. It depends on how Cole Anthony plays. But unlike Cole Anthony, Paolo Banchero looks like he's a legitimate franchise superstar player. Like, he's got superstar potential, and I really want to see more shot creation out of Paolo Banchero. I know he can do it, but last night was just baby food for him against Detroit. Like, they just let him do whatever he wanted, and I would really like to see more shot creation. I'd like to see more threes. You know, like, there's just certain things out of Paolo Banchero I'd like to see more of, and it's definitely gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew in college Paolo Banchero could create his own jump shot off the mid-range jumper, but if he can extend that out to the three-point line where, like, he's a threat from all three levels and becomes a legitimate three-level scorer, and not for nothing, but he can post people up, too. Like, I watched him shoot post hooks last night and stuff. I mean, he was grabbing offensive rebounds and stuff like that. He's definitely got hops. He can dunk the ball. He finishes around the basket very well with both hands. He looks like a very complete player, and I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited to see if Orlando can finally get, like, a really good franchise player. I feel like they haven't had a solid, decent, like, legitimate franchise player since, like, maybe Tracy McGrady or Shaquille O'Neal. You know, I remember they had Penny Hardaway and Shaq, they had T-Mac, they had Grant Hill, but it feels like since then they haven't had, like, a legitimate superstar potential player. And even Grant Hill, it's kind of like he was already, like, injuries really ruined his career. So I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see, but Paolo Banchero looks very promising. Like I said, I know that Keegan Murray was touted as, like, the most NBA-ready player in this draft, but Paolo Banchero is a very close second, if not first. He just looks comfortable everywhere he goes. He gets to his spots, and if he gets to his spot, like, I'm just going to call it what it is. If Paolo Banchero gets the ball anywhere inside the paint, it seems, anywhere at, like, maybe the elbow or even at the inside, at the free throw line or whatever, if he gets the ball down there, he's probably going to score. I mean, if it's not going to be off, like, a post hook, it's going to be off of a jumper or, you know, a floater or something. And he's got great touch around the basket, man. He is just so good at finishing around the basket. After what I saw last night, I was just kind of like, okay, like, he's got legitimate superstar potential. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.